DaBrat's dropping bombs about her wife Judy, and it's not pretty. She's making some serious allegations against Judy, accusing her of neglecting their baby and allegedly putting paws on him. DaBrat claims that Judy allegedly leaves bruises on their baby boy. True. Remember when DaBrat and Judy were all lovey-dovey on the gram? Well, those days are long gone. Now it's all about court dates and custody fights. DaBrat's not holding back, spilling all the tea about what's really going down behind closed doors. Word on the street is that DaBrat's got more dirt to dish. She's painting a picture of Judy that's raising eyebrows left and right. From neglect to abuse, DaBrat's throwing everything at her ex. Why all things are getting nasty. And DaBrat brought some wild receipts that have left everyone shook. Y'all thought those baby pics on the gram told the whole story? Well, hold on to your seats, cause the journey from couple goals to courtroom chaos is wilder than anyone expected. DaBrat and Judy's love story started off like a fairy tale, but now it's reading more like a horror novel. Remember when these two were all over social media, gushing about their plans to start a family? It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows getting there. DaBrat and Judy went through hell and high water trying to have a baby, failed IVF after failed IVF, and at one point, Judy almost lost her life in the process. But then, finally, a miracle happened. DaBrat got pregnant, and the internet went wild. Every ultrasound pic, every baby bump update, every single moment was shared and celebrated by fans. When little True finally arrived, it seemed like DaBrat and Judy had it all, the perfect little family they dreamed of. Fast forward to now, and it's like we're living in some twisted alternate universe. Those same two women who couldn't stop smiling in their family photos are now fighting it out in court, fighting over the very baby they tried so hard to bring into this world. So what in the world happened? It's like someone flipped a switch, and suddenly all that love turned to venom. DaBrat's not just asking for a divorce, she's going for the jugular, demanding full custody of True. And let me tell you, the reasons behind this 180-degree turn will make your head spin. DaBrat's throwing out some serious allegations against Judy, painting a picture that's the complete opposite of the doting mom we all thought we knew. This came as a shock because Judy provided the egg for True, so what exactly is going on? Well, here's where it gets even messier. DaBrat's not just talking about True, she's digging up dirt on Judy's past, claiming she's been a deadbeat mom to her older kids from her first marriage too. It seems like she's building a case to show this isn't just a one-time thing but a pattern of behavior. The whole situation's got people questioning everything they thought they knew about DaBrat and Judy's relationship. Was it all just for show? Were they faking it for the gram this whole time? Turns out those picture-perfect moments might have been hiding some dark secrets. Word on the street is DaBrat's got proof of neglect. We're talking bruises on True, folks. DaBrat's not playing around anymore. She's coming at Judy with some serious accusations that are making everyone sit up and take notice. It's not just about dirty diapers or missed feeding times. We're talking alleged bruises on baby True. DaBrat's painting a picture of Judy that's got everyone shook. She's saying Judy's been neglecting True to the point where it's crossing into abuse territory. And let me tell you, if these allegations are true, it's going to change everything about this custody battle. Remember all those cute videos of DaBrat and Judy arguing over who gets to strap True into his car seat? Turns out those little spats might have been the tip of a very big, very messy iceberg. DaBrat's saying Judy's behavior is all kinds of possessive when it comes to True, and not in a good way. It's like she can't decide if she wants to be supermom or totally check out. DaBrat's not holding back, she's saying Judy's public displays of parenting might be all for show, like she's putting on this perfect mom act for the cameras. But behind closed doors, it's a whole different story. And let's talk about those bruises for a second. If DaBrat's claims are true, we're not just talking about a couple of accidental bumps here and there, we're talking about marks that raised enough concern for DaBrat to take it to court. That's serious business. But here's the kicker, if DaBrat can prove these allegations in court, it could be game over for Judy. We're talking full custody for DaBrat, supervised visitation for Judy, the whole 9 yards. The judge ain't going to play around when it comes to a child's safety. Now, if you thought DaBrat was the only one side eyeing these mom game, think again. The streets are talking, and they're painting a picture that's got everyone doing a double take. Judy's parenting skills are under fire, and it's not just coming from her ex. Seems like everyone's got something to say about how she's raising True, and it ain't pretty. But here's the confusing part. One minute, Judy's acting like she's the only one who can take care of True properly. The next, she's allegedly neglecting him. It's giving everyone whiplash. People are starting to wonder which one is the real Judy. This whole situation's got people questioning everything they thought they knew about Judy. Was all that social media mom content just for show? Was she putting on an act this whole time? Cause if what DaBrat's saying is true, Judy's real-life parenting looks nothing like her Instagram feed. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could Judy possibly neglect True after everything she went through to have him? Remember all those failed IVF attempts and the time she almost died trying to have a baby? It doesn't add up, right? Well, that's what's got everyone so shook. It's like we're watching two completely different versions of Judy. But here's the real kicker. All this drama might be affecting True more than anyone realizes. With all the fighting and neglect going on, who's actually looking out for the little guy? It's like he's caught in the middle of a mess, and neither parent seems to be thinking about how all this chaos might be impacting him. Just when you thought this custody battle couldn't get any messier, here comes the money talk. Judy's not just fighting for True, she might be fighting to keep her head above water financially. Y'all remember how Judy was always flashing those designer outfits and throwing around cash like it was nothing? Well, looks like that might have been all for show. Word on the street is Judy's facing some serious money troubles. We're talking bankruptcy rumors and businesses going belly up. Speaking of child support, DaBrat's not playing around, she's coming for Judy's coins, demanding she cough up some cash for True. But here's the kicker. If Judy's really as broke as people are saying, where's that money going to come from? Now, let's talk about Judy's so-called business empire. Remember all those brands she was always promoting? Turns out they might not be doing so hot. People are whispering that Judy's been borrowing left and right just to keep things afloat. It's giving fake it till you make it vibes, but it looks like Judy never quite made it. This financial mess is throwing a whole new wrench in the custody battle. DaBrat's team is probably making some calculated plans for custody right now. They're going to argue that if Judy can't even keep her own finances straight, how is she supposed to take care of a baby? And let's not forget about all those lavish gifts Judy was always showering on DaBrat: the cars, the jewelry, the surprise vacations. Was any of it real, or was it all just smoke and mirrors to keep up appearances? People are starting to wonder if Judy was living way beyond her means this whole time. It's wild to think about how different things look now compared to what we saw on social media. Judy was always flexing, acting like she had more money than she knew what to do with. This whole situation's got everyone side-eyeing Judy's commitment to her family. If she was really struggling financially, why keep up the charade? Why not focus on taking care of True instead of trying to impress the gram? It's raising all kinds of questions about her priorities. And you know what's really messed up? All this financial drama could seriously impact True. If Judy's really broke, how's she going to provide for him? DaBrat's probably going to use this to argue that she's the more stable parent. After all, she's not the one with rumors of bankruptcy swirling around. With all this talk about Judy's money troubles, people are starting to question everything, including her feelings for DaBrat. Remember all those grand gestures and public displays of affection? Turns out, they might have been part of a bigger plan. What was Judy really after? Word on the street is that Judy saw DaBrat as her golden ticket to fame. She wasn't just looking for love, she was chasing that spotlight, and DaBrat might have been too caught up in the romance to see what was really going down. Remember that jaw-dropping proposal Judy pulled off? At the time, we all thought it was the sweetest thing ever. Now, people are side-eyeing the whole thing, wondering if it was more about getting likes and shares than saying I do. It's like we're all collectively realizing we might have been played by some next-level PR moves. But here's where it gets really interesting. DaBrat's family, especially her sister Lisa Ray, apparently smelled something fishy from the jump. They weren't buying what Judy was selling. Makes you wonder what they saw behind the scenes that had them raising red flags left and right. Now, we're hearing whispers that Judy's past relationships were just as sketchy. There's talk about her going back to an ex, dumping DaBrat, and leaving her high and dry. If that's true, it's painting a pretty clear picture of where Judy's priorities really lie. Y'all remember how Judy was always front and center, basking in DaBrat's fame? Some folks are saying she was using their relationship to climb that social ladder. It's like DaBrat was her VIP pass to the A-list and Judy was milking it for all it was worth. Looking back, the timing of all Judy's grand gestures seems a little sus. It's like every time the spotlight started to dim, boom, there's Judy with another headline-grabbing move. Coincidence? People aren't so sure anymore. The whole situation's got fans doing a total 180 on Judy. 1 minute she's relationship goals, the next she's being called an opportunist. And let's not forget about True in all this mess. If Judy was really just in it for the fame and fortune, where does that leave their son? It's raising all kinds of questions about her commitment to this family she fought so hard to create. Speaking of True, while DaBrat and Judy are busy throwing dirt at each other, little True is caught in the middle of a storm that's bound to leave some lasting damage. This little guy didn't ask to be born into the spotlight, and now he's front and center in a drama that's got everyone talking. It's not just about dirty diapers and missed naps anymore, we're talking serious stuff that could shape True's whole future. Think about it, 1 minute, True is living the high life with 2 supposedly doting moms, the next he's caught in the middle of a war zone. It's like emotional whiplash for a kid who's barely old enough to walk. And let's not forget, babies pick up on way more than we give them credit for. All this tension in the air, True's soaking it up like a little sponge. But it gets worse. Remember those bruises DaBrat was talking about? If that's true, we're not just dealing with emotional scars here, we're talking about physical harm to a baby. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't just go away with a kiss and a band-aid. It leaves marks that last way longer than any bruise. And let's talk about True's future for a second. This custody battle isn't just about who gets him on weekends, it's about who's going to be shaping his whole life. Will it be DaBrat, who's claiming to be the responsible one, or Judy, who's being painted as neglectful at best and abusive at worst? Either way, True is going to be growing up with some seriously complicated feelings about family. But here's where it gets really messed up. All this drama is playing out in public. Every accusation, every dirty detail, it's all out there for the world to see. And you know what that means? One day, True's going to be old enough to Google his name. And when he does, he's going to find a whole lot of mess that no kid should have to deal with. This custody battle is about to get wilder than a roller coaster. DaBrat's coming in hot with those abuse allegations, and Judy's financial troubles. That's going to be a whole other can of worms in court. We're talking forensic accountants digging through every penny Judy's ever spent. And don't forget about those older kids, they might just spill some tea that changes the whole game. But here's the real kicker. All this drama could seriously mess with True's head. While his moms are busy slinging mud, who's looking out for the little guy? It's like he's stuck in the middle of a tornado, and neither parent seems to notice. So, what's next? More dirty laundry getting aired out in public? Or will one of them finally put True first and call a truce? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this mess is far from over. Fans commented Judy ain't ready for DaBrat when she gets mad, especially behind her baby, True. He is DaBrat's world. I know Judy didn't say DaBrat made her broke. Judy is a user, and isn't a mama, she's a mother cause she gave birth to 3 children, yet raised 0. Judy knew she wasn't going to stay with Brat. Judy spent up the money, obviously, and didn't take her business seriously. She was never at work and misused her good friend who ran the business. Smee. And I just hate this for Brat, she don't deserve this. Anywho, why all drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.